Hello, my friends. How are you? It's your girl, Hungry Mama May. How is everyone tonight? I hope you're doing well. Well, this is my Poland Springs water. Can you guess who tore off the paper? I bet you can. Baby Nino. Of course. Of course. Hey, Tapatia's in the house. Tapatia's in the house. I don't know if I'm going to use Tapatia tonight, though. We'll see. I made myself some. Uh-oh, I got to turn on that other light. I got all kinds of problems tonight, don't I? So, fold up this napkin. I think I'll put it here on my... What I have here is chili. Yes. And I'm gonna take some of my chili. Real classy, right? Using my measuring cup, but I'll tell you, I've been getting rid of things. I really have. I have been liquidating. Yes, my friends, I have. I don't want to wait to the last minute because it does take a while to get rid of everything that you have, believe it or not. So we're coming along slowly. And when you're going to move into something really small, what are you going to do with, you know, a lot of silverware or ladles? We don't need any ladles going on, not too much. All right. So what that was that I just put on here, let's get this over here and this over here so you can see it a little better. And this over here. I always like my saying to be there because I love that saying. I like this saying and I like this saying, let me think. Those who wander are not always lost. You get that? I love that. I love that. Because you can very easily be a wanderer. You don't like to settle down and stay in one spot too long. But it doesn't mean you're lost now, does it? I don't think so. I don't think so. We're all made different, you know. Some of us are made to be just comfortable and sitting in a home, and some of us are more outside wanderers. And I've been like that all my life, as most of you know. And if you're new to my channel, you wouldn't know, but I am going to be traveling the United States by, I'm not sure, van, RV, maybe even car. I'm not quite sure yet, but we shall see. Go on, guys, take a bite of that and tell me how it is. I didn't do this recipe because it was so easy. I really guess I should have. Trying to see if it's hot because I added some hot things to it. But my goodness, this was just so easy to do that I still should have recorded it for the recipe for you. This was all done in my Instant Pot, but of course you don't have to use an Instant Pot. I really need a little salt. I normally don't. But I think tonight I do. These are kind of salty. Forget what I said, I'm not doing no salt. These are homemade, or how do we say homemade? Canned beans. And I add very, very little salt when I'm canning. Sometimes I don't add any because you don't have to. If any of you guys know about beans, they need salt, 100%. And when I'm cooking, no salt. No, no, no. So what I put in here, all one pot, the Instant Pot. And when you're making something like this with the onions and peppers, you really do not have to saute them in the Instant Pot, because most of the time, by the time you're done, you're not going to even see them. So I put onions, peppers, fresh tomatoes from my garden. I did my beans that I canned myself, which I used 2 jars of kidney beans and 1 jar of black beans. Couple tablespoons of tomato paste. Some of this is pretty hot. And I used a piece of a hot pepper. And I also used a piece of, a chipotle pepper. You know, the ones in the can. And then I put my chili powder and cumin and garlic powder and garlic salt, garlic powder and onion powder. And it's delicious. And you just put it all in the pot, and it was done in 30 minutes. So you can't go wrong. Easy peasy. Not for nothing, but if you don't have an Instant Pot, what are you waiting for? I'm not kidding. My goodness. My daughter has one. So I can give you both sides of a meat eater and a not a meat eater. But they are meat eaters. She puts her roast in there and makes pot roast, and she makes barbecue chicken and spare ribs and you name it. You can even make your hamburgers. Anybody wants to know how to do that, let me know and I'll gladly show you. And they wind up tasting just like, yep. You know Crystal's hamburgers, if you have a Crystal, or White Castle, the same thing. They wind up tasting just like that, and they are delicious. So if anybody wants to know, I will be more than glad to teach you how to do that. Because remember now, guys, I have kids. Kids are not vegan or not non-meat eaters. So, whether we like it or not, I gotta cook meat. I try not to really do the red meat because my boy Junie only eats chicken. And when the kids are here, they just usually eat something fast. But I have been known, to make them hamburgers, and whatever they asked for is what I give them. Almost. So if any of you has noticed, last night I did not get to do a mukbang. I could not. There was no possible way. The house was just crazy last night for some reason. I had Bella and I had the baby. The baby was filled with all kinds of energy. And he was just bam, bam, everywhere, you know what I mean? He got a couple timeouts last night. And he did not like that. But you'll have to correct them when they're... I usually only correct them if they're really doing something that they may be in danger with. Or they're just really, really acting up, and you give them fair warning, you know. But he's 2 now. Baby Nino understands. And what was I doing? It was like the last straw. And he was just being ornery. And I was doing the wash, and I had my water in with me. I drink a lot of water. And I had my water in with me when I was doing the laundry, and I had it sitting near the washer. Well, he decided just to, hit it, and it went in. And I said, all right, that's it. That is it. I mean, he did it on purpose. Did he actually know that it was going to fall in the washer and all that? I don't know, but I told him not to. And he still did it. Okay, time out, go. And normally, I may get a minute out of him, and that's a tough minute. So, I'm going to put him in the corner, and he says, calls me honey. But why, honey? Why? What did I do, honey? I'm like, how old are you? I mean, and you can't help but say, oh my gosh, did this kid just say this? He comes out with things that are so amazing that I just can't believe it. But if we let him go too much, and I've been known to let him go at times, they just wind up getting so out of hand that you can't control them. And even my daughter said, Ma, when he comes home, me and my husband said, oh my gosh, what is your mom doing? She's not correcting him. And I said, well, I'm not as hard on him as you guys are, because they're the parents. Parents are always on top. I make sure he doesn't get hurt, of course, but, I am a little bit more lenient. But now that I see him, like where, I gotta always holler, or I gotta, he has to learn the consequences of not listening. Because in my mind, I always say, God forbid. And I told my daughter this. When they don't listen to you, you're out, and God forbid they shoot in the street. There's a car coming, and before you know it, you got a tragedy. So they must learn to listen to you for safety reasons, and respect. You're the parent, you're the adult. You tell them right from wrong. So, anyway, I ate all of that chili. It's a pretty big bowl, but I was hungry. I haven't been doing much for lunch, my friends, at all. I've been eating, for lunch, I'll eat a couple pieces of fruit, or I just take some, maybe 2 rice cakes. I'll put a little bit of peanut butter on them, and that's it. But that's not good enough because, well, it is, but it isn't. By the time I get ready to sit down and eat, I'm hungry. But as you can see, I've been making really, really good things. Really healthy, no fats, no. So sometimes I'm good and sometimes I'm not. And that's what makes us human, right? correct. So, just a little update on my vehicle search of either the RV or the van or maybe my car. I'm not sure. I don't want it to be my car. It's going to be so tough. I can't even imagine that. But no luck. No luck at all. I go on Craigslist every single day. I go on this RV search every single day. I don't drive around without looking for RVs on somebody's property or in this parking lots of a store or whatever, saying for sale. I certainly don't want to just jump on anything, that's for sure. The first thing come around and I just jump on it. No, not going to happen. That's not what I want to do. But I'm not even having the opportunity to have any kind of choices. There is nothing around here at all. Now, we're almost in the end of August. And I would figure if people were going to start putting their RVs or vans up for sale, they'd be doing it by now, don't you think? I would think so. I've never bought a used vehicle in my whole life. So I don't know what this is going to be like, but we got to do what we got to do, correct? And prayers to Texas. I know they're getting ready to get hit with a hurricane. Everyone, I hope you stay safe. We're sending our prayers your way. And even for myself, we're right along the coast, right off the Atlantic coast in Atlantic City. We are very used to getting hurricanes. That's not anything new for us. We were in that Sandy storm, if you remember that. That was a disaster. Anyway, it's time to go, my friends. We could go on and on and on. Until I see you tomorrow, may God bless. Before you go, please subscribe, like, comment, and even share if you'd be so kind. Also, over in my description box, make sure you check out my Instagram, my Twitter, and my P.O. box. Also, my little bell right there, give that a little ring-a-ding-ding so you become a part of our notification family. And every time I put out a new video, you are made aware of it. Yes. So until I see you tomorrow, may God bless you. Sending all my love your way, and I'll be seeing ya.